In this video, I'll be showing you how to open more margin calls. Let's say, for example, I want to open more margin calls for this coin 1 inch. And the essence of opening margin calls is to buy the dip. But if you have been in the dip for a long time, make sure that you have checked and you've seen that this coin is going to pump. Actually, to do that, that's when you want to replenish. Replenishing is different from opening more margin call. So if I want to replenish, right, I have seen that this coin is about to pump and I'm at -13 floating loss. I want to replenish. So this is what I'll do. I have $75 that I can spend. Okay, so if I want to replenish, I'll click on the coin. I have checked that this coin is about to go up. Replenishment, you have to know that this coin is about to go up. If you replenish and then the coin keeps going down, then the purpose has been defeated. So if you want to replenish, you click on buy. Replenishment is just when you add money to what you already have. So I want to move this my average price from so far from 0.6322 to maybe 0.55 or 56, so that my return rate, my floating loss, will reduce to maybe like -2, -3, -4, something like that. So I'll click on buy. All the information that I just mentioned, all those things, numbers I mentioned, you can see it here too. I have spent 113 USDT on this coin. The average price, my average price is 0.6322. Average price is okay. When I click start, I bought it at a certain price, and then as it kept buying more for me, it kept, you know, averaging all those prices. So my entry price sort of is like this average price. So the price at which I entered this coin at an average, you know. When we did mathematics in primary school, we did mean, median, mode. So mean is when you add all the prices that you have bought, the different prices together, and then you divide it by the number of times the robot has bought. So let's say the robot has bought 10 times, it has bought 10 margin calls. So it will add all of those prices, all the different prices it bought the coin, and divide it by 10. So when you do that, that is your average price, that's your mean. Sorry for the mathematics. So this is the average price. Okay, position quantity. So this robot has bought 179.1 quantity of 1 inch for me at 113 USDT. So the current price of the coin is this one in blue, 0.5485. My current floating loss is -13. So I want to replenish. Replenishing is just putting more money so that you can reduce your floating loss, right? And you can move your average price closer to the current price. So you click on market price. Let's say you want to buy it now, right? That's the market price. You want to buy it now. Let's say I want to add, I have $75. Let's say I want to add $15 to this coin. It will reduce my floating loss from -13 to -11, and then my average price will become 0.62, which is closer to 0.54 than 0.63. So let's say I want to add $50. It will reduce my floating loss to -9. My average price too is closer, it's getting closer to the current price, right? So let's say I want to add everything I have, 75. It will reduce my floating loss from -13 to -7.98, right? And my average price is now 0.59. It's much closer to 0.54. So depending on how much you have to put on this coin, take note, for replenishment you must make sure that this coin is about to pump. It's about to pump very well, or at least you have calculated that okay, it will do 10%, and if you reduce your floating loss to -7, so you will still get a profit of 3%, 2% thereabout, and you're out of the market if you have measured and you have seen that this coin will do 10% very soon. So if you have more money, let's say I have $150, it will reduce my floating loss to -5, right? So my average price is now 0.58, which is much more closer to 0.54, which is the current price of the coin. Let's say I have 200, so so you go on like that. If you have $500 to add, so when the robot sells, it's going to give you the profit of this 500 plus this 113 that is already on the coin. That's $613. So it will give you the profit for $613. So yeah, that's how to replenish. But if you want to increase margin call, okay, you are not replenishing now, you want to increase margin call, you don't really need to check if the market is about to retrace. Actually, we open more margin calls when we see that the market is still going down. Now we want to take advantage to buy more. Even as we do that, our average price also reduces, it moves closer to the current price. So this is what we do. So I have $75. This robot has bought 15 margin calls. Let's say it has finished buying all the margin calls that I set. So let me just put 15. So it has bought all my margin calls. So as you see here, it says it has reached the limit of number of buy-in. Okay, let's say it has bought all my margin calls. So I want to open more margin call. So I have $75. My first buy amount is $10. I can decide to keep the $10 and say, okay, I want to buy 7 times. So I want to use $70 to buy more of this coin. Okay, so I'll just add the 7 plus 15, that's 22. I'll change this to 22. So you see it has added from 16, it has added 7 more margin calls. So if you see that the market is still going down, it's going down very well, so you can leave this place as 5%. Okay, so when the market goes down by 5%, it will buy 1 times 10, that's it will buy $10 for me. If the market goes down again by another 5% from this one, it will buy 10 times 1 again. If it goes down again, to buy for me $10 again. So it will use, when it gets to this place, it would have used $70 because I've opened 7 more margin calls and I'm buying one time. Okay, so that's just how to open more margin calls. And then if you see that the market will not go down so much, like for this one now, 5 in 7 places, that is 35%. So you are envisaging that the market will go deeper by 35%. So I think that's too much, but if you are in the deep, that's not too much, or that's even very small. So yeah, you have opened more margin call to allow the robot to keep buying even if the market goes down by 35%. But if you feel the market is just going down by 10%, so you can just put maybe 1 here or 2 or something like that. So depending on whatever number you put here, when you calculate everything, let's say you put 2, 3, 5, you can leave this one as 4. So let's say this one as, okay, you can leave this as 5. So 5 plus 4, 9, 11, 14, 16, 17, 18. So you have made allowance for if the market keeps going down by 18% drop, your robot will still keep buying. So it will buy 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, so if you want to use just $35 on this coin, okay, you have put 10 as your first buy amount, you can say 0.5, so it will be buying for $5. 0.5 times 10, that's $5. So as the market goes down, it will buy $5 if Binance allows the robot to buy $5, because the minimum you can buy, most times the minimum you can buy on Binance or whatever exchange you're trading on. For Binance, I know it's 10. Sometimes they allow $3, $2, $5. So if Binance allows, your robot will buy $5 for each margin call. So if you put 0.5 all through here, your robot will use $35 to buy this margin call. So if you want it to buy more margin call, buying for $5 at the same time, you can open 14 more margin calls. So this will be 32 plus 7, 29. Okay, because it was 15 before, you want to open 14 margin calls, so that, oh, you have $75, so you can open 30. Okay, you can open 15 more margin calls, so that it will buy $5 for each. So you see that it has added the up to 30. So you edit this place to suit your capital. Okay, so if I change all of this to 0.52, that will be $75. Okay, if I leave these ones at this one, if I leave them, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it will use $70 to buy this part, and then it will use, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 5 6, we are going to 16 7 8, to use $40 to buy that. So for this new margin call that you have opened, you will need $150 to buy this margin call. So I hope you understand. So depending on how much you have, if what you have is $30 to add from 15, if what you have is $30 and you want to buy 3 times, what will be the number to put here? You put 18. Okay, you just put add 3 more. Okay, and then you will see that it has added just 3 more, and then you can put, if you have $30, you can put 1, or you can do 0.3, 0.7. This is 1, right? And then you have $30. You can decide to buy huge 2 here, so $20 here, $7 here, $3 here. So depending on what you want to do, and don't forget this part. Okay, make allowance for the market. If you see that the market is going down, you can just prefer 5% to make allowance for 15% market dip. Okay, so this is how to open more margin calls for your on your robot. Okay, kindly subscribe to this channel and share the video to your friends and invite them to also come and learn. And when you're done doing all of that, make sure that you come back to this place, save your settings, make sure you come back here. If your margin call has been switched off, make sure that you put it on. Make sure you put it on. Okay, make sure you put it on, and when you put it on, when it's ready to buy, it will show you the price at which it will buy here at the call margin trigger price, and when it gets to that price, it's going to trigger and continue buying for you. Okay,